Welcome to this afternoon's career cluster. It's all about business and business technology. That incorporates a wide range of degree and certificate programs, including office technology, culinary arts, hospitality, logistics, accounting, all facets of business, management, marketing. There's real estate involved. Let's see, project management. So we've got a variety of topics to discuss with you today, and hopefully something will stick with you or click in your head and say, that's something I'm interested in doing. So, and we've got a great cast of characters, so to speak, to help us out today. Angela Reese in our business department. Karen Owens is going to talk about computer science. Chastity Clements is also in our business department. And we've also got some onlookers here, Christy Shank from DSS and Wilma Smith. So if they want to chime in on any of their student services or academic programs, please feel free. Also, if you have questions of any of our presenters, please type them in the chat. We are live on Facebook, so you can type them in the comments section there as well. Or if you're mic'd up, when a presenter has a break in the action, you can chime in and ask your question then, but we will get them answered. So, and again, this is live, but we will also record this and we will post it later on YouTube in case you need to review anything. So to get us started, let's talk to Dr. Angela Reese in our Business and Business Administration Department. Angela, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Bruce. Good afternoon, Eagles. We are so excited that you are here with us today. As Bruce said, we are going to be talking about all things business and computer science as it pertains to business and business technology. So, why are you here today? Well, there's a purpose behind the madness, always. So, the purpose for this presentation today is for you to explore specific degree programs. So, you might have rushed into registration and, said, oh, wait, I need to apply. So you applied. Then they said, well, wait, you need to talk to an advisor. So you talk to an advisor. Then you're trying to figure out how to register. All of a sudden you're in classes and you're going, whew, I made it. Okay, now what? Well, the now what part is for us to share with you. We have faculty members here that are going to be able to share real world experience with you in the classrooms, also to get to know you better. And as we get to know you, we hope that you get to know us as well too. Feel comfortable in reaching out to us, talking to us about your purpose. Why are you here? Why are you at Central Texas College? What is your goal in life, right? What do you want to be when you grow up? Even if you don't know just yet, we're going to help you figure that out. So as you have these goals and dreams, share those with us. And so we can say, hey, well, talk to us about the program you're on. And then maybe we can tailor your educational journey so that it fits to what you really want to do. But here's the thing. We can't help you if you don't reach out to us. So make sure to find somebody that you connect with, whether it's myself or Dr. Clemens or Professor Owens or Coach Vassbinder, right? He's there to coach you along too. You see him at the gym if you make it up that way. So we are here to help you talk to us. So the first area that we're going to talk about is business and all things business. We have a plethora of options for you and different degree pathways. Each of them are stackable. What does that mean? I'm going to share this part with you once, and pretty much everybody that you're going to hear from today, you might hear this word again, stackable degrees. What that means is it's a stepping stone. So you might take 6 classes, get your certificate. Then you build on that. So if those 6 classes are there, now you're going to take another 6, and now you're going to get another certificate, and you're going to keep stacking until you reach your educational journey, the goal that you have, right? And if you want to continue on to get a bachelor's degree or even a master's degree or even a doctorate degree, we have stepping stones for you. Dr. Clemens doesn't know that I'm going to call her out right now, but Dr. Clemens, can you speak on the stackable certificates, degrees, and how it led to your doctorate?
Absolutely. Thank you, Angela. Hey, everyone. So, yeah, I am actually an alum from CTC. I started out here with my associate's degree in business management, was able to obtain a 4-year degree in business administration and then a master's degree in business management. And I just finished my doctorate last year in business administration. So, starting here, I not only had an associate's degree, but I also left with a certificate on top of that. So it is doable. And there are a lot of colleges and universities that will allow you to transfer all of your CTC credits, not some of them, but all of them. So it is doable. I am living proof.
Thank you, Dr. Clemens. So as you can see right here in the flesh, right, we've got somebody who's gone through the entire program. Other things that are other areas of our department that we aren't going to talk about today, we also have Homeland Security and also paralegal, but they're a part of a different cluster. So if you came to this one thinking, oh, the business department has a paralegal degree, we do, but that's going to be covered in another outbreak area.
Actually,
with
Dr.
market.
Reese, we actually covered those this morning with our public service cluster, and that is also available now on YouTube. So if somebody wants to check out the public service cluster, go to YouTube Central Texas College and click the public service, and you can find out about Homeland Security and paralegal.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So in the area of business, our first little cluster that we're going to talk about, those of you who want to be supervisors, who want to own your own businesses, that want to go into human resource management, or even into the marketing realm, we have opportunities for each of you guys. So if you just said, well, I just want to get on a transfer degree, but really your goal is to start your own business, well, do I have a certificate for you? You can get on that entrepreneurship certificate. You can take those 30 hours and you can get ready to start your business. At the same time, you can start tackling additional classes and get your associate's degree, and again, continue on. The really great thing about the business department, all of us have former businesses. So whether it is Dr. Clemens or myself, or it is Professor Ledger or Drake, all of us who teach those classes truly have the experience in the field. Some of them are prior businesses and some of those are still running. So make sure to reach out to us, ask your questions. We are here to help you. If you're coming back because you want to be able to get a promotion, or you are looking, you have your sights on this management position in the company that you're with, then you might want to get on our supervision certificate. Take those 6 classes, take that back to your employer and say, look what I've already accomplished, and I'm not done yet. As you can see below, there are just a few of the occupations that we picked out to share with you, some of the median wages for 2022. So we've got some real great areas here to be a part of, some real money-making areas. So those of you who are interested in making some money, we can help you with that as well. We also have an accounting technician program. So those of you who are interested in potentially becoming a CPA, or maybe not a CPA, but you just like the idea of helping with people with their taxes or bookkeeping. You like numbers. I consider myself a numbers nerd. If I go back to school again, it will probably be for this program just because I enjoy numbers that much. So Professor Drake has created this amazing accounting technician program. There are 2 different certificates and then also an associate degree that you can build upon while you're at Central Texas College. And of course, you can also go on to a lot of different universities that we have articulation agreements with. There are too many to name, but just in our, in our back porch there, we have, of course, Texas A&M Central Texas, along with many other online programs that, as Dr. Clemens said, they will take every single one of those credits and put it toward your degree in the future. We also have our newest certificate in degree program is logistics and supply chain management. So if you are interested in the backside of things, right, in the supply chain and working with various vendors and shipping and transportation and making sure that things get where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there, again, we've got a degree program for you. So if you're interested in logistics, or if you're transferring out of the military and want to see civilian side, what that might look like, we again have 2 different certificates and also an associate degree in this field as well. And then finally, real estate. This is a program that I'm extremely excited to share with you more about than I ever have been able to before. For years, we've had a real estate program in the business department, but it's been limited to the classroom. So starting this fall, 2022, we actually have online classes now in real estate. So you are able to take all of the classes that you need for pre-licensing, meaning the classes that the state says that you have to have in order to sit for the Texas state exam. You take all of those classes, pass it with flying colors, hopefully, as you study hard and you reach out to your professors when you have questions, then you move on to take that state test. From there, you can continue on also with an associate degree for those of you who are potentially wanting to build your own brokerage as well. We also have a culinary arts program at the college. There are probably about 12, if I had to count, certificates and degrees available for you in the area of culinary arts and hospitalities. So those of you who are interested in a wide range of different options as it pertains to cooking and baking, We have, again, a lot of different certifications that you can go to school for, whether it's baking or specific cuisine. There are a lot of different areas that you will be able to take classes. We have a full kitchen down in our student center. So those of you who are interested in that, if you haven't already, go by and check them out. The windows are there for you to see into their classroom and watch them cook. So if it's just something you want to check out while you're deciding exactly what you want to do with your path, that is an opportunity as well.
The
Now,
windows are one thing, Dr. Reese, but the
yes, sir.
aroma is a whole other story.
That's true. That's true. And there's a patio cafe that you can
Yeah.
come and check out and taste the things that they are learning to cook as well. Thank you. All right, Professor Clemens, we are moving on to her area, specialty area with net impact.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. So I'm really excited to share with you Net Impact. Next slide. So Net Impact is a student-led organization that is in over 400 universities around the world. So we're not just here at CTC. We are not a club. We are an actual organization. Next slide. So what we do is we create projects that have part of this grassroots movement, right? And it involves students and it also involves leaders, whether they're local or national. And what they do is create these projects to make a positive impact and pretty much look at the bottom line. You got people, planet, and profit. Next slide. So, Net Impact's mission is to inspire and equip emerging leaders to build a just and sustainable world. And if you take any business courses, you're going to learn about CSR, corporate social responsibility. So, we pretty much do that by creating these projects that impact first our community, being other students, your peers, and then we reach out to our local community. Next slide. So the key areas for our projects that we do is one, we look into leadership, whether it's building leadership for yourself or working with leadership locally. In the past, we've gone to town hall meetings. We are actually members of all three of the chambers, Harker Heights, Killeen, and Cove, and we do go out to mixers and different events. Civic engagement is another one that we are focused on. We're really excited about some ideas that we have for justice and diversity and equity and inclusion. We're trying to create a forum to bring everybody together to have an open discussion where we can learn about each other's cultures and thoughts and processes so we can learn to work together. Small business impact. So we work with small businesses as well in different areas. Social capital impact investing, as well as environment and climate change. One of the projects the students are right now in what's called the discovery stage is they're looking at the food insecurity of college students. And statistically, it's been shown that two-year schools have a 32% of college students that are food insecure. And then we have awarenesses. This month, we're actually doing suicide awareness. We were just putting the board together. We'll be in the cafeteria. So check us out with that. Next slide. So like I said earlier, we have over 300 chapters in 40 different countries. And what's really great about Net Impact, we're almost like the Stackable Degrees, if you think about it. So if you start here with us at a two-year school, it doesn't end. It's not like you leave CTC and then that's it. Once you go to a four-year school, if that four-year school has a Net Impact chapter, you can still be part of the undergrad chapters. If it doesn't have a chapter, you can start one. If you decide to go on for your master's degree, grad schools. As a matter of fact, we have more grad schools that have net impact chapters than we do undergrad. And you could do that. Either way, if you decide to graduate with your associates and be done, well, Austin locally has a professional chapter, and there are professional chapters all over the globe. And these are what's great about them is that you get to take your degree, you get to work for a company, and then now you get to bring that community involvement. And how awesome is that, not only for yourself, but the company that you work for? Next slide. So we are sponsored by Fortune 500, 100 companies as well as nonprofits. What does that mean for our students is opportunities to meet and greet, opportunities for internships, and opportunities for jobs. Next slide. So one of the things I always tell people when they attend either my class or they're in a workshop is what's in it for you? One of the things that we have is time, and time is something we can't get back. So if I'm asking you to be part of Net Impact while you're in college, I want you to know what you're going to get out of it. One is we do have scholarships. We do offer two scholarships locally here on campus for two Net Impact members, as well as our Fortune 500 and 100 companies, as well as nonprofits, have scholarships available. There are internships as well. So once you become a member of Net Impact, you will have access to the netimpact.org website as a member, and they have what's called a job board. These jobs are only available, these internships are only available for Net Impact students. They're not available for all CTC students. Then also we are a resume enhancer. You can actually put the work that you do in Net Impact on your resume. It does not have to go in your community, service. We can actually be a fulfilling portion of your resume for work experience. And like I said earlier, jobs are available through not only Net Impact, but here locally, we have a lot of businesses that will reach out to me and say, hey, we have an opportunity for an internship. We have an opportunity for a job. And just recently, my last year's president, I was able to get her an internship with First National Bank, and now she works there full time and is really, really happy. Also, project management experience. No matter what company you work for, whatever company you own, you're going to have project management experience in order to deliver out a project or a task. And that's what we're going to give you is that experience to go through the process and bring it to fruition. Networking. There's a saying Professor Ledger always says, it's whom you know. Now, I've added on to that and I say it's who knows you. And that's all about what networking is. It's getting to meet and rub elbows with people that you normally would not meet and greet with. And that could be going to a chamber mixer. That could be doing projects on campus. That could be working with a small business. That could be working with a corporate business. There's so many opportunities for you to network within our organization. Accolades. I mean, who doesn't like to get that attaboy, right? I know it looks good on our resume, it makes you feel good, but we have a lot of different accolades, whether it's here on campus dealing with Student of the Week. We also do the Presidential Award. And what's awesome about being a Net Impact member is that you get to be part of Interview, which is INNER View. What they do is they help build you a service resume. Now, how awesome is it if you go to a job and here's my work resume, but here's my service resume? And you can put any type of community service that you do on this resume. Extra credit. What's really neat about our department, if you take my course or Dr. Reese's course or Professor Ledger's course, they give extra credit for Net Impact students. Why? Because they know they're going to work. They know that they're going to take what they learn in the classroom and make it applicable to our projects, to what they need to have as far as skill sets when they get a job. Lifelong friendships. So you're going to work side by side other students. And the greatest thing is you're going to build these friendships that end up being a lifetime. When I was in part of what we call it's SIFE, now it's called Net Impact, my vice president and I are still friends, and she works for CTC. So we are definitely have the opportunity to make some good friends that have the same focus as you do. And then travel. So a few opportunities that we have for travel is part of our Up to Us, our economic project. If we place within the top 5, we get a free trip to Washington, D.C. Last year, we placed in the top 10, and they changed the rules for this year. But last year, we had our students have the ability to go to D.C., and we were able to send one over. Our current president is leaving in October to California, all expenses paid to go to Net Impact headquarters for a leadership conference. Next slide. So just an overview of some of the projects we are working on this year is Up to Us, which I talked about as an economic project. We're focused on the national debt. We are kind of charged with educating your peers and everybody on campus about the national debt and also about who we put in office and the type of decisions they make within the legislation. What's really cool is today they decided they want to do a maze. They want to do a haunted maze for this project. And I spoke about earlier the college student food insecurity. We want to work with our Great Western and see what we can do to provide food for our dorm students on the weekends. Another project that we've been doing for 13 years now is Lemonade Day, where we help children become entrepreneurs by owning their own lemonade stand. And we're so excited because one of them actually went on to go into Whole Foods. She's now an author. It's amazing. And then how do we pay for these projects? as wonderful as CTC is, they don't give us any money. So we have to create our own money. But that's reality when you own a business, right? Nobody's going to hand you anything. And a bank's not even going to give you a startup loan. I promise you that. You can try, but you're not going to get it. But here's the thing with fundraisers, we do them where they're accessible online and they don't take a lot of time and they're actually fun. So one of the ones we do is Double Good, which creates a great profit that we use to pay for our projects. And like I said earlier, we do once a month awarenesses. This month is the suicide awareness. It's next Thursday from 11 to 1 in the cafeteria. Come out, play a game, win a prize, but also pledge according to the awareness. Next slide. Okay, so I know you're sitting there like, wow, I have got to be part of this. I know you are, because if I was sitting on the other side, I'd be thinking to myself, wow, I need to be in this woman's organization. She's got so much to offer, right? So come this Friday in 4 days, okay, on September 9th at 10:30 in the morning. I know you don't pretty much have class. There's not many classes going on. Come out and hang out with us and find out about what we do, meet the team, and see about becoming a member. Here is a QR code. You're welcome to scan that. That's for the application. Yes, there is an application process. Doesn't mean we're going to choose you or not choose you. It's just a way for us to get to know you and figure out what project you align with. At the bottom is my email address. If you have any questions, please reach out. And I look forward to hopefully seeing many of you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Clemens. I appreciate it. And for those of you that are like, you know, they're pretty exciting. And are they always at this level? Yes, we are. Take a look around her office there. You can see how exciting it is. That is her office at work. So come see her, join this wonderful organization for all the reasons that she mentioned. Bruce, before we move on, is there anything in the chat for Dr. Clemens? Because I know she has a lot of other things going on today.
No, there are no questions in the chat, but I just want to stress that net impact is not specifically for business students. So if you are in another degree program or certificate program and you'd like to get involved in community projects or just like the idea of what the net impact is doing, feel free to reach out and attend their meetings and become a part of the organization as well. You do not have to be a business major to be a part of net impact.
Thank you so much. And another Professor Ledgerism is that no matter where you work, it's going to be for a business. So why not come and learn with Dr. Clemens and be a part, make some lifelong friends, and also hopefully get some connections for the future. Thank you, Dr. Clemens.
Take care.
Moving on to oh, I'm sorry.
Now just say thank you.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, moving on to office technology. So if you're interested in office technology, this is an area that helps prepare students to provide administrative support in a variety of office settings across numerous industries. They also have a medical office technology program that is covered in a different career cluster. Bruce, do you know when that one might be for those students who might be interested in medical coding and billing?
We have that already, matter of fact.
Okay. So students can watch
that is on YouTube as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you're interested in this program, boy, do they have some opportunities for you. It is extremely flexible, just like a lot of opportunities in the workforce are now as well. One thing that is very unique about this program, in addition to offering programs like a lot of the other departments, whether it is lecture, it's online, it's a combination, they have a CATE Center, a Career and Technology Education Center, to where basically it is a self-paced program, meaning you don't have to wait until September 12th, which is our next start date, to start classes. You can walk in this afternoon as soon as this is over and say, hey, I'm ready to sign up. And they will get you started with classes towards your future. So they are extremely flexible over in that department. So go and check them out if you have any questions after some of the stuff that I'm sharing with you today, or also, of course, if you are interested in this program. So they do have stackable certificates and degrees, just like the business department does as well. Again, open entry, meaning you can start at any point in time and you just work at your own pace throughout that program. Some students also like to be a part of office technology classes because it's a quick refresher on maybe you want to take some classes on Excel or on Microsoft Office Suite. If there's something specific that you want to brush up on before you get started with your degree, or even if maybe you know somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience with some of those programs, you might suggest to family and friends to be a part of this as well. As you can see here, there are a lot of different opportunities for specific classes, such as keyboarding, computer applications, even some business English and math courses. So on some of your technical degrees, you do have the opportunity of taking these types of classes instead of, for example, English 1301, Composition 1. You would be able to take the business English writing class that would suffice what you needed for a potential certificate. So if that's something you're worried about, this might be a substitute that you want to ask me more about, or anybody in the business department. Come and talk to us and we can help you with that as well. They also offer a lot of help with soft skills, customer service. They are very big on customer service and in making sure that you have what you need to be successful. First of all, yes, you're coming to school to get your degree, your certificate, and potentially move on. But this is also something that is of great importance. I was literally at a meeting before this one to where we had an industry presenter come in and talk about the importance of students or potential applicants being able to sell themselves. She said, basically, if a student does well in an interview, then that is somebody that they are looking to hire versus some of the other things that they might be bringing to the table. Being able to speak to people, being able to represent yourself, being able to sell yourself, if you will. So this department will definitely help you with that as well. And then, of course, spreadsheets. Like I said, I'm a numbers nerd. That's one of my favorite things to play with, are spreadsheets. So if that is not something that you are good at, the office technology staff will be able to help you with that, as well as all of the other important soft skills that I just mentioned. If there aren't any questions, we will move on to the fabulous Professor Karen Owens in computer science.
Hi, everyone. We're so glad you got to come here. This is the information technology portion of the presentation. And forgive me, my allergies are still, it's seasonal, it's here. So I'll try to get through this without killing everybody. I wanted you to know that technology is still growing at a very rapid rate. And over the next 10 years, we're still going to be looking at another 4.4 million jobs that are going to be filled, that will need to be filled. This was coming from the Department of Labor, and building on the business aspect that we've talked so much about already. These are going to be a piece of every business that you come in contact with. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so to start off, we're looking at the information technology associate in applied science degree. Now, these incorporate these two stackable certificates. For the first side, we have 26 of the 30 credited hours into that degree plan. And on to the right side, we have the web technologies and that certificate of completion, which is 15 of 19 credit hours. Next slide, please. This will show you what we're currently looking at as far as compensation just within Central Texas area. Of course, as you venture out, these numbers will change. Next slide, please. And moving on to the network systems administration, this is a concentration area within that information technology field. These will safeguard all of the network to ensure that the traffic flows smoothly and is reliable and it is secure. Next slide. Okay, so the information technology network and analyst and the industry certification prep certificates, these all feed directly into this degree plan. So as you can see, as Dr. Reese explained earlier, these are stackable. Okay, so for the, excuse me, I got stuck for a second. We have 16 of 27 credits that are within the NetSys admin. And then we have 12 hours into the current industry for the network administration hours. Okay, next slide, please. And then this, of course, shows you your salary ranges, the mean wages that go into there for this environment. Next slide, please. Okay, this is one of the hot topics that's going to be on every business radar. They want to make sure that everything that comes into their network is secure. And whenever you hear security, everybody thinks cybersecurity. That is, again, like we've said just a few minutes ago, this is just a small part of that branch. These are everything that looks at your data, looks at your infrastructure, and it looks at your network. Next slide, please. Okay, so the Cyber Defense Information Assurance Degree Plan, we have one side has these stackable certificates. The other side has the certificate of completions. Okay, altogether, these are 22 credit hours that roll up into the degree plan. Okay, next slide, please. And again, this is what you can look for when you are in the job market. Next slide. So everybody is moving to some sort of cloud computing, and there are different variations. We have on-demand self-service, which is just the start using of the cloud resources, and they have their own variant. The next one is going to be a broad network access, which is your internet access for your cloud-based services. The other one is the resource pooling. This incorporates the same servers, storage, and your your computing resources. Okay, the next one is we have the rapid expansion or the scalability that all of the customers are going to need. And then we have a measured service. This is where you have access to those resources during a certain amount of time. Next slide, please. Okay, now college credit, when it comes to this, when we know that you are new to that degree plan and the network degree, the network cloud support and cybersecurity degree plan, these are part of your cyber defense. Okay, and then presently we're going to be looking at two of the degree plans for the cyber defense information assurance stackable degree plans. Next slide, please. And then again, you will see when you are job searching, you will come across all of these variants. Next slide, please. Now this is our computer maintenance. Everybody needs somebody to take care of their systems, right? So each one of these are the primary responsibilities, and they're resolved around not just learning how to use it or learning how to maintain it, but you have to know how to repair it. You have to know how to troubleshoot. And this starts at not just the hardware, we look at the software, we look at the networking part of it, and we look at everything that's attached to it. So this is a very entry level section, but it is priceless to business owners. Next slide, please. And then, of course, this provides all of your medians for the different topics that you will be looking at. And that's what we have. Please reach out to us. We have a wealth of information for each of those sections, and a lot of people that are willing to help you along your way. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Professor Owens. And then finally, if I can get the slides to advance, we also have a few other opportunities that fall under these programs of study that are non-credit classes. So if you're not aware, at Central Texas College, we have 4 credit college classes that we've been sharing with you. And then we also have credentials that you can get through our continuing education department. So I believe you heard Professor Clemens talk about project management, and you've heard a variety of different areas in computer science and information technology. So these are just additional certificates that you would be able to, credentials that you would be able to add to your wealth of knowledge and to help you as you are seeking employment, or those of you who own your own businesses and are just looking to continuously enhance the knowledge that you have and continue to increase the success of your business. So this concludes our presentation today. If you have any questions, please consider reaching out to us. If you would like to schedule a time to meet with any one of us or with somebody in another department and you just don't know where to start, please feel free, reach out to us if you are interested in talking to the business department. We are in building 267. Room 202 upstairs. And in that area, you will find all of the programs that I discussed, plus some of the others that I said were in our department, but we're a part of a different CTC Live. So if you're interested in business administration, hospitality, homeland security, paralegal, accounting, logistics, or real estate, come and see us. And Professor Owens, she just put it in there for you. So computer science building is in building 214, and all of their offices are upstairs. Office technology is, it was in building 101, but I do not know the new building. So Bruce, do you by chance know that building?
Which one are we talking? Which one?
For office technology, the Kate Center?
Yeah, bear with me one second. We will
Okay.
definitely get you there.
I apologize. I wasn't prepared to include the new building number.
No, you are fine. You are fine. They are building 263 East and building 253 East and 253 West, 253.
Okay, perfect. Do we have any questions online?
I have no questions in the chat, and Mariceli's shaking her head. No questions in the Facebook area.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us today. Or if you are watching the recorded session at a later point in time, thank you again. Please, please, please reach out to us. Well, one thing that I always like to leave students with is ask questions. We can't help you if we don't know what the problem might be that you're having or just something you're excited about. Come talk to us. We're excited to hear from you. So we hope to see you in the future in our classrooms and our offices, and also an email if you're somebody who is not local. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, thank you, Dr. Reese and Professor Owens and everyone else who presented today, Professor Clemens. And again, Dr. Reese is right about asking questions. A lot of you may be watching this trying to kind of get an idea of what you might be interested in, or something that'll stick with you, or something that'll just spur that whatever drives you inside. And one way to do that is to answer those questions that come to your mind. And our professors are always more than willing to help you out and help you solve those issues, or create a pathway to get to your career goal and your higher education goal. So we certainly appreciate them. And again, as Dr. Reese said, they can't help you unless you help yourself by asking those questions. So again, if you need to review any of this material today or share it with anyone who you think might have an interest in our business, culinary arts, or cybersecurity, office technology, or any of those programs we discussed today, it'll be available on YouTube later on today, so you can review it and share it, and just answer any questions that we may have covered that you just oops, I forgot about that. So it'll be there for you. So again, we appreciate you being here. We have one more career cluster today, and that is our arts, humanities, and communications and media, and that'll be at 3 o'clock today. So if you're interested in any of the visual arts, music, drama, fine arts, communications, graphics and printing, modern languages, social sciences, we will cover all that today at 3 o'clock. So we hope to see you then. And again, this is all to help you kind of find that career path, or spur you in a direction for higher education if you're undecided. So anyway, we appreciate your time. Thank you, Dr. Reese, Professor Owens again, Professor Clements. Thank you all so much. And we will see you again in the future. Take care.
Bye.